All right, looks like I'm live. Hello, friends. How are you doing? Day 685. Hope you're doing amazing. What a beautiful autumn day. I can't believe it's still fall. And it's such gorgeous weather. So I'm going live on YouTube today because Facebook Live is not working right now. I tried checking it on Instagram. Live feature wasn't working either, so must be a glitch in the system. Anyway, I just wanted to come in today and just share with you a little bit about I guess the journey of how I develop my skills. What skills? Any skills, really. But what prompted this subject was just chatting with my friend Tung. He actually lives in Surrey, but he was downtown taking care of some business for his business. Actuarial consultant he is. In what exactly? I don't know exactly. But he's kind of always been an employee, if you will, working for a large company and consulting for them under their umbrella. And only recently he started his own consulting practice, being self-employed. And he's like, man, after I got a taste of being self-employed, there's no way I'm going back to be an employee. And that's what I find a lot of times, is that we don't know what we don't know. And so obviously he only ever lived life as an employee, listening to somebody else, understanding what his one role is, and really not going too much out of that. And so now that he is starting his own business, he's actually learning a lot of different lessons. And all the lessons he's kind of learning right now, I was like, oh yeah, I went through that, I learned that, yeah. And for him, I've always talked to him about being an entrepreneur and owning your own life and having options, flexibility, and so forth, right? Obviously, there's a risk for sure, but it really depends on what you value. And so, I always think that it's best to try being an entrepreneur at least a few times, so that you can get an understanding of what it takes to actually become successful, create something by yourself. And the thing is, you can always go back to being an employee. You always have that option. And so we just started talking, and what he's learning right now in his journey, one of the things was that he's just sharing how some people were just phoning him up and just asking for advice, and he was just giving it freely because he wants to help people, right? And that's the beautiful thing about my friend, and with a lot of you, that you want to actually genuinely help people. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with billing for your expertise. That's why he went through the schooling. Like, I remember back in the day after he graduated, he spent like 5-6 years doing a bunch of actuarial tests, right? And he only finished half of them. That was in 5 years. But that's all he needed at the time. And so that's as much as he pushed himself. And after he got sick and recovered, he started to think that he needed to have more flexibility in his future. So he decided to finish the rest of the exams, minus one. He still has one left. But because of that, it required him to stretch himself, get outside of his comfort zone, and actually start to learn how to be self-employed and build his own company. And so he's still at the beginning of it, but he's loving it so far. And who knows, if he didn't have many clients or referrals, maybe he would have quit a lot sooner. I would hope not, but there's always lessons that you can learn, that you can always stretch. And so the thing is, whatever we try to create, right? I think sometimes we think when we see somebody at a certain stage or a certain point in their career or a certain skill set, we think, oh wow, I can never do that. Or we think, oh yeah, you can do that because you're so-and-so, right? Like, for example, me, I'm up day 685 with my lives. Are you kidding me? No way I would ever thought I'd be here, but I am. And people may think, oh, you're Mr. Social Media, I have no idea about social media. I don't know anything. I'm just showing up and I'm learning. I've learned a lot of lessons, and I'm still learning lots of lessons. But guess what? Anything that I started, anything you start, my friends, just understand, why do you think you need to be good? If you're new to something, you probably suck. Period. You're probably not very good. Or if you are, then you probably will go back down to a beginner level, right? And so just remember, anytime you want to start something new, whether it could be a business, it could be a new skill like a language or learning an instrument, anything. You're going to probably suck at the beginning, right? But here's the thing: do you get up? Get back up. Okay, get back up. Try again. You're gonna suck. Get back up. Try again. Suck. Try again. Suck. You can try again. Suck. Suck. And eventually you get to success. It's right in the word, my friends. You gotta suck to get to success. So if you ever want to be successful in anything, let's say relationships. How many of you want to have an amazing, healthy, long-term relationship full of love and acceptance and romance and connection? I think we all would. But you're probably going to suck at the beginning. Most people I know, you suck at relationships, especially at the beginning. And the question is not whether you're going to suck. You probably suck. But have you learned along the way? And do you get back up? Do you allow your heart to risk being hurt again? And if so, you're going to learn again and again and again until you can figure out how to actually create a healthy long-term relationship. And what is it based on and so forth, right? And so, that again, that's how I've developed any of my skills. I kind of sucked at everything except I started and I try and I get back up. My social skills, like when I was a young child, I was more introverted, more reserved. And then as I was just looking at something. As I got into my late teenage years, I flipped, be more outgoing. And at that time, I tried a lot more things, meaning I spoke my mind a lot more instead of just keeping up here. And guess what? At times, I said some stupid things. I did some dumb things. Why? Because I didn't think before I acted at times. And from people's reactions, I learned. I'm like, they cringed. They cringed. Okay, maybe that wasn't a smart or good thing to say in this scenario. And so I learned from it. Okay, I sucked in that area. Okay, cool. Public speaking, same thing. I sucked when I was younger as a child. I thought in my mind, I was an amazing orator. Whoa! Capture people's attention, tells amazing stories, powerful, uplifting, inspiring. And after my first public talk, barely any applause, pity applause. And I knew it. I felt it. There's some teachers who, gave some pity, but I sucked. And then I tried again in high school. I sucked. A gym full of students, shared, no applause, sucked. Oh my gosh, I sucked. But then as I got into my adults years, I tried again. And how can I be better? I started to study other speakers. What do they do? How do they become better? And then again, so same thing with being doing videos. I saw a friend go live every day. I'm like, let me try putting some videos on. So I recorded myself and then posted the videos, even though I never re-recorded them. But it was as if I went live. And so I reviewed them and say, how can I become better? Okay, that wasn't very good. Then I looked at my posts. How can I become better? How can I tell this story better? And I started to learn different things. But I sucked. And then finally now, I'd like to think I'm pretty decent when it comes to social interaction. I think I can chat and connect with anyone. Not anyone, but most people, let's say that, who are open to at least chatting. But I sucked at the beginning. Oh my gosh, I had to learn so much and I failed so many times. And, just going back to my conversation with my friend, I'm seeing him learn a lot of lessons right now that I had to learn early in my entrepreneurial journey. And so I'm just supporting him, encouraging him to say, keep on going, buddy. You got this. You're going to fail, but did you learn? And, I would encourage you, try something new. I share with him, I go play volleyball with a group of, half of them are like Filipino. And so I learned like different words like kamusta ka, mabuhay. And I learned how to count. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito, walo, siyam, sampo. But I share that, you know what? There's a ton of people who go there, but they just go to play volleyball. So I'm the one that I can see anyways that's trying to learn like one word each time. And now I have a, not a great vocabulary, but at least a vocabulary to connect more with Filipinos speaking Tagalog. And so, salamat. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. And so, but I wasn't very good. Okay, so my friends, just start, you will become better. Okay, you're not going to be very good. And it's not going to be comfortable. You're going to feel like a fool. You're going to feel like a failure, but that's a part of learning anything. You got to put yourself in that position to succeed. And how do you do that? You have to put yourself in position to fail, because you're going to fail. You're going to suck. You're going to, it's not going to look pretty, especially at the beginning, but just do it anyways. Do it anyways, anyways. And you'll get there one day. My suggestions, find some mentors, find some coaches, find an association of people that will encourage, uplift, and guide you and help you along the way. All right, friends. That was all my mind today after seeing my friend Tung, and I'm grateful that he reached out and actually came to my hood. He went a little bit out of the way to see me, but I'm grateful because most of the time I'm actually going to visit you guys wherever you're at when I'm in certain areas. So it's actually, I'm grateful that friends come and I've had a friend come and visit me in my area and went for coffee and caught up. And so if you're ever in the Joyce Collingwood, Kingsway area, shoot me a message. Let's go grab a coffee. Okay? Hope you're all doing amazing. See you guys tomorrow. Ciao.